RTL. It's a good sign. I like to return long, too. Red's Christmas Party. Yep, that's Red. Okay, giant rupees, regular rupees, fire rod, hearts, and rock's cape. Okay. Nice to have an S. Oh, bring the present to this block. That feels like important details. And off he runs. Red is throwing a holiday party today, but he forgot one thing. The sack of gifts. Now he has to find them before it's too late. Not that serious or joking, but a buddy of yours convinced you to play your mod pack on Minecraft and wrapping your head around the automation give you a headache. Yeah, fair enough. Automation is kind of its own thing in all sorts of games. Also, this world map is kind of bizarre in a cool way. And hard times. I want that. Oh, look, it's a shoe. You're not gonna make this easy, are you? So, am I big? How does this work? There we go. Nuts. This is less than ideal. Cave Story? Yeah, Cave Story's got good music. I didn't notice a specific song there, but I haven't played enough Cave Story to really know. Did I miss out on my 1 ruby chance? Yeah, probably not. There we go. Got it! Power of shell jumps, baby. So I guess the sacks just give you power-ups? I thought I had to move them from one place to another, but I'm not complaining. Intro song was Grassland Town. Overworld song is Moonsong. Definitely a game I need to play at some point. Given how famous it is and how honestly awesome it looks. Like, and I greatly appreciate the fact that the dude built the whole thing himself. Like, major props for any dude who makes all the graphics, all the music, all the programming himself in this day and age. It is not an easy gig. Oh, okay. Well, I'm keeping this then. Anyway, this is remoderation. It shouldn't be too tricky. Mistakes were made. But it shouldn't be too tricky. I probably need Fire Flower for that, don't I? But basically our goal here is to make sure the music works. He said as he suddenly warped to the clouds. I don't want to be in the clouds. Well, mistakes were made. Brave jump! Something I could play for Archipelago? Oh my, that'd be a tricky one. I feel like playing a randomizer before playing the game is just a really bad idea. Like, I feel you need some amount of understanding of the game initially before you can really appreciate the randomizer of it. Which is why last time I did Archipelago, I did Mario 64, because 64 is a game that I know decently well. Oh, like any other adjective is probably a lie. Kind of amazed how far Archipelago's gone, honestly. People are definitely adding newer and more interesting things. But I think Cave Story, I probably just want to play like the OG PC release from back in the day at some point. Or maybe the Sega Genesis port, because I think that'd be funny. One or the other. Yeah, the downside is I have no idea how many I've actually gotten in a given level because there's no indicator. Mistakes were made. So how do I even get to this thing? Still want to do that while getting hit. Alright, so climbing up here is a mistake. Or more accurately, hitting that cloud is a mistake. There's a bell right there. That might be of interest to me. Oh, well. That's a red one. Oh, it's not really a red one. Have I decided on a game for that yet? No, but I think that Kappa's request might have been me playing SMW. Need to go double check it, but I think it was in fact me play SMW. Not to say I'm committed to such a thing, but SMW would be a very easy one for me to do. Oh, thanks, I hate it. Bonk. Okay. Is there land under that? No. SMW, yes. Other games, plus players, optional. Yeah, I still think what I'll probably do, also hi Kappa, is open it to anyone who wants to play it with the caveat of you need to see it out or at least let me know if you want to give up early. Because some archipelago games are more, what's the best way to put this? Like, they require more effort than others. Like, let's say someone picked Factorio or something, where that, like, you could be there for hours. Easily. That's just how Factorio works. It's not an easy game. It's got a lot of complicated moving parts. I still feel like there's gotta be something in this middle box here, but I guess not. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Definitely do this. Ha! I successfully made it from this side. Not that it actually gave me any advantages, just I did it. Nuts. So I'm gonna try to get that one. Or how to get that one without taking damage. Do StarCraft 2, but your data stick around for 10 hours? Exactly. Like, for most of those types of streams, I think 6 hours is more than sufficient. Nuts. But yeah, 10 hours would be a lot. I think Factorio would be on a similar scale, if I had to make a guess. Though it could be longer, depends upon how good someone is at Factorio, unlike how good I am at SMW right now. Played a little bit of Factorio the other day, but like, an awful lot of it depends upon your start, man. So much of it does. Factorio in-game speedrun achievement is about 2 hours, but also who wants to do that? Yep! I got my good Factorio achievement, which was the, like, don't build anything in your inventory that wasn't strictly necessary achievement. Which is honestly more than enough for me. Oh, shoot! Well, I'll take a moment here just to appreciate the text box. Sup, Blue Ribbon? Sup, Jank Pickle? How y'all doing? Thank you for the raid. Leave the text box there for a moment just to appreciate it. Did some work on that kind of thing recently, so. Sup, Desi? How you doing? Oh, that's how you do that part. Without dying repeatedly. But yeah, we're just moderating an old hack here. This one had some problems with regards to add music, pretty much. It just made the echo, had echo buffer problems, sounded bad, and some people went and fixed it up, so I am currently just double checking that it works. It's a very easy type of moderation in the grand scheme of things. Still hate Hammer Bros. Yo. Oh. And the item didn't spawn. No surprise. Been okay, how about me? I'm doing pretty good. Day was decent. I got a lot of things done. I made some amount of cookies, because I was like, you know what? I kind of want to just give people cookies tomorrow. So I will give people cookies tomorrow. Oh, that's how you do it. There's a block down there. Went and bought a new toothbrush, because I left my toothbrush in Utah. Was kind of annoyed using the very old toothbrush that wasn't working so well. Probably the big things I did today. Emptied the box of boxes, so I no longer have to worry about the box of boxes. Hung out a bit. Played a small amount of pinball. Wasn't very happy with how well I played, but it was a very small amount of pinball, so I can live with it. And yeah, that's about it, honestly. I didn't do that much. Oh, I bought a new phone, I guess. That probably counts as something more major. Can you have one? Cookie? Certainly. If you happen to be in Seattle, I can give you a cookie. Otherwise, no. Baldur's Gate in 2025. It's happening soonish, Fries. I owe Fries a playthrough of Baldur's Gate 2. In the vaguely near future. Which I believe I will start in the new year. And I guess unless he wants me to start tomorrow, I was probably gonna do like a daytime stream tomorrow, but I'd probably just do some like jump or moderation. Really, the important thing to me right now is that I've managed to do 40 moderations this year. Because I'm like, 39 is the lame number. And thankfully, like, doing remoderations is kind of cheating, because, like, I will just be able to say, yes, this is okay after it's done. Because, as it stands, as long as it's better than the existing submission, it will be accepted. Given that the music does not sound like farts, this is better than the existing submission. Spin blocks? Throw blocks. No. It's a low bar for me remoderation sometimes. Though I keep making the same dumb mistakes, so maybe it's not as low as I think it is. And I probably should fix the number of lives I have, since it's rapidly decreasing. Happen to be in Seattle? Just kidding. We all have games on the list and very patient. I have been trying to clear the queue. I'm gonna write like a post-mortem of this year. Probably when I'm on a plane in the near future. In terms of what I actually accomplished vis-a-vis the queue. We'll see if it actually assuages anybody. But... Hat in time and 20. I hope to clear the entire queue next year. Some of that will be dependent upon how things go, but that's how it always goes, isn't it? Okay. Oh, there's a platform here. I'll take it that way. Yeah, the only tricky part about this level is that there's dragon coins, and I want to collect all of them. Otherwise, this wouldn't be that tricky, but... I've made it more difficult by adding that constraint. Anything down here? Nope. Let's not try to get a fire flower in this. It seems like there's a fire flower required for something. Nope, nothing there. It's rupees. Okay, I need a second one of these. Let's see if I can do it with a P-speed jump. If I was big, I could have done that. That's really annoying. Is there anything beyond that? There's an arrow. And a one-way. At least a death. Sam should put more stuff in the queue. Thankfully, the queue is stuck. You wish you could clear the queue. It will happen one day, I assure you. How you doing, Jeff? Have you gained more experience on NES stuff? Glad your submissions piqued an interest. Intellectually stimulating side of things. I'm happy with them. I like doing I do like making like integrations. I'm just having trouble with a stupid USB thing being consistent. I said Fisk a test and he still hasn't done it, but I'm also not entirely convinced that that test is valid. When I tried to boot up Zelda 2 again, it crashed horrifically because of the SRAM moving around somewhere. So apparently I had like very special SRAM that made it work, and I don't remember why. I think I relocated some important stuff to the SRAM because I ran out of like actual bank space. But I also thought that my code would relocate that stuff to SRAM consistently, so I really don't know at this point. It's very odd, and also not worth investigating because I'm never gonna play Zelda 2 again, in all likelihood. Hey, look, I'm learning. Queue to be allowed to submit a game to the queue? That would be a type of queue. When or if it opens a queue, you know you'll input a request. SRAM is critical. You throw a random game in there like Max Payne. Max Payne would be fun. The queue were open. Have me eat those ones. I'm certain you would, Desi. I'm certain you would. But the queue is closed for the time being because I just can't fulfill all that nonsense as much as I want to. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna eat it. Oh, that was perfect at the moment I fucked up. Anyway, in case anyone's curious about what I'm talking about, what we're talking about here is I have a request queue for games people would request, but because of the fact that it got too long and everyone's games were more intensive than expected, it's been closed for a bit. Which is to say, since like March, I think. I think I closed it partway through Shadow Man. And I was reminded when one of the times I played Shadow Man was, and it was around Easter, because I went to someone's Easter event. Because they were telling me they were going to do another Easter event, so that was kind of cool. So I closed it around then, I suppose. Certainly ate it, yep. Throws in FF1, 2, 3, or La Mulana. I mean, Desi threw in all of those, except La Mulana. Which I'm fairly certain is a game I would enjoy. I think it has an awful lot of aspects of, like, figuring out stuff that I would like. But it comes down to, do I have the time? An inclination to do so? Ah. Should've gotten hit there, that was dumb. But fixable. Took you 7 streams to get people to close it. Yeah, that sounds about right. You were in fact like the sort of like stop, he's already dead of the queue. Definitely valid to close it. It simply was not tractable at the price it was at, unfortunately. I'm not really sure how I can bring it back, aside from saying I can only do like one stream per 50k points, because there's too many points floating around. Despite my best efforts to provide point sinks, I need to provide better point sinks. Learn my lesson. For some values of learned and lesson. I've learned no lessons. Would enjoy La Milana, but it's a long game. Point sink? Yep. Wish I could have sunk it. Those are the things. It says, get the present to that. Where is that present? I found that all those sacks explode. Dirt does something similar like that plays for an hour or two. I know, that's kind of the thing though. Is like, I want to provide some value for what people are expecting. The fundamental issue is that an awful lot of the early ones were really easy to fulfill. And then an awful lot of the later ones weren't. It's America, make it a T3 sub thing. I feel it'd just be a little bit too mean. Also feel very silly since this is not a very long hack, and I just keep making the same mistakes. That's what I get for starting so late. I wanted to start a little bit earlier, but I wanted to also make cookies. I'm not entirely happy with how they turned out either, so hopefully the batch I do tomorrow will be better. Got like maybe 1 or 2 more batches of cookies left in there. Cookies are better, of course, if you leave them overnight in the fridge. While cookie dough is better if you leave it overnight in the fridge. So annoyed. GTA. Oh no. Halo would be fine, actually. I'm pretty decent at Halo. Not great, but decent enough. And as of recently, I've played through most of them. Me and Snyder are still working on Halo 2, but you know, getting close. I've beaten Halo 3 a good number of times. I've beaten Halo Reach a few times. I've beaten Halo ODST a few times. Like, a Halo game would not be that bad. Probably take me more than 8 hours, sure, but like, it would not be that bad. As long as it's not the stupid RTS one. That one would take me a while, because controller RTSs are just wrong. GTA, yeah. Infinite's... I've not played Infinite. The last Halo I played in its entirety was Reach. So it has been at least a little while. Alright, I think I've reached a conclusion that while I probably want to be down here, I think I need to go up here. Yeah, Halo Wars. It was for 360. It's not... I remember being okay. Oh, hey, it's I Want to Be the Guy. That's cute. But fundamentally hamstringed by the fact that, you know, you needed to play with a controller. Oh, it doesn't sound like farts. It doesn't sound quite right. You got the fire rod. Well, I wish I'd come here sooner. Anything over here? Death. Or is it death? Nope. Dragon coin up there. So I could go through all that nonsense, or I could opt not to. Guess what I'm doing? It's on Steam? Oh, so you could play it with a mouse now? I'd play with a mouse. Oh, that's the bag. Alright, so you get both the items you need up in the sky. That's an important detail that I was unaware of. Okay. I can't use the fire rod unless I'm big. That dude is moving at hyperspeed. Okay. And apparently if you ever get hit, you can't use the fire rod. The fire rod's a one-shot thing. Want to double... is this a standable item? Okay, cool. Alright, so when you collect an item, when you collect a dragon coin, it actually sticks. I have no idea how many dragon coins I've collected, though. So, I don't know what to do here. But I need the fire rod to be able to get the dragon coin I'm missing. So I guess what I'll do now is collect all the dragon coins except that one, and then kind of go for it. Or I'll die horribly. Never mind. Get your fire rod. Seems the same devs as AoE, so you'll pass on it. I thought AoE was one of the better RTSs, honestly. People like our Age of Empires. Like, I don't think the fundamentals of Halo Wars were bad. The fundamental problem was it was on Xbox 360 and not Windows. Like, I just don't want to play an RTS with a controller. That's all it comes down to. I want to be able to control my groups and get all of my overlords into one single group, especially with an overlord with one hydralisk, so I can stack my hydralisks and all that. AoE pathfinding is garbage. I mean, it was bad garbage because it was made in 1995. All pathfinding was garbage in 1995. Like, if I'm gonna give anybody a pass, I'm happy to give Age of Empires a pass on that one, because like even I guess like StarCraft was better, but still. Also, pathfinding is a hard problem. Just hard CS problem. I've looked into this. It's not trivial to solve in the slightest. The best we've ever done for ICFPs is to break it down into several smaller problems and attempt to do simulated annealing, which is definitely not gonna fly when someone wants to play a video game. And simulated annealing just because my bro likes simulated annealing. It's the hammer when you don't know what else to do, and he is perfectly fine to keep applying the hammer until morale improves. Okay, so I grab this. Go up here. I should double check how many of these things I need. Xbox is Windows Lite. You have an interesting view of this, Fries. That's the kindest statement I'm willing to make about it. The fundamental problem is Xbox 360 didn't have a mouse. It's garbage in the remaster too. I mean, I imagine it's a garbage because like they couldn't change it and still use the same balance as before. Would be my guess. Oh good, that doesn't kill me. What? Oh, never mind, I know where I'm at. I got confused. This is fine too. Okay. Kinda wish I kept track of how many coins I'd collected, but still this works fine. I do not believe you could plug a mouse and keyboard into the 360, no. I think the Xbox One possibly. I know the PS2 had a mouse. And mouse and keyboard sort of set up. The Dreamcast did. Apparently the Saturn did. I learned that from Lizstar the other day. But I got problems. He's gonna turn around, isn't he? Mistakes were made. I'll get out eventually. Guesses I worked on the dev team. I can assure you I have not worked on the dev team for any games that anyone has played ever. Any games that I would have... Well, actually, no. That's not true. I did some dev work for Fiskbit on his 2021? Yeah, 2021 NES dev game. So I guess people did, in fact, play that. So I can't completely claim there's nothing there. Don't want to die, Mom. Okay. So the real question is, do I need to get into that box? Maybe I do. You know, I'm going to ditch this, and we're just going to go get the fire rod again. Because, like, beating this level in a straightforward manner is not difficult. Getting all the dragon coins is the hard part. The fact that you lose your power-up when you're hit is a bit annoying. 360 does support a mouse and keyboard? Really? Huh. Today I learned. I was unaware. I didn't think it did. So there was something worth going down here for. Well, worth might be a strong term. I always love when a hack presents me two equally reasonable options and I have to pick which one is the right one first. Alright, there's like a P-switch kind of thing going on. Possibly that P-switch I just hit. That's not the thing. Okay. I don't know what that did. I think that's a one-way. This level's gotten more and more confusing the more I've played it. That's death. Questions they make their RTS compatible. I did make that hack very gay. It's true, Desi. It's true. Answer questions, no, they did not make their RTS compatible to mouse. That's a shame. Oh, the gay hack? Yeah, Zelda 2 was a surprisingly gay hack after I was finished with it. Every time someone said any of the magic words, it would become a lot gayer. In all of the good ways. Oh, blue water isn't death? Yeah, I know, it's confusing. So I think I'm going to abandon all the dragon coins because it's really annoying. But we're going to finish up that area. I don't know. Like, basically, for remoderation purposes, I just need to verify the music works. And I'm kind of not that interested in continuing on, especially when, like, there's a Metroidvania kind of thing going on, and you lose your Metroidvania powers so easily. Like, getting hit by that dude would lose my Metroidvania powers. But I feel it's important to go to all the rooms, so we'll at least try that. Oh, I forgot I made the Nintendo version. That's true. I forgot the other thing I did. I'm grateful. That's one of the things I did salvage in the Great Hard Drive crash, is I still have the Nintendo Final Fantasy Zelda 2 that did not get lost. So in the event I want to rebuild that and try to make the patch compatible with the randomizer, which was a problem because the free space usage, amongst other issues. There were a lot of issues. Alright, so I need that. I guess that's where the P-switch comes in. Oh! People just keep rating me today. How you doing, Risto? Thank you for the raid. There were no penises in the hack as far as I know. Gay swords, though. Definitely gay swords. We're talking about Zelda 2. I made a Desi version of Zelda 2 at one point. I still have some of the code for it. I don't know if I can still build it, honestly. I think I might have lost some of the build commands. But thank you for the raid. How was the stream, Risto? Hope it was fun. You still on GPW 2 or 3? What's up, Abe Lincoln? Alright, I'm going to clear the box now and try to move forward. We'll see if we make forward progress. Oh, I can move the P-switch. That's even more useful. Oh, it means I can take it with me? What is up here? Nothing. Alright. Question answered. Shadow doesn't work? Oh, dang it. I paused at just the wrong time. No, it never worked that way. SO. Though I think I'll probably alias it now that you've messed up with that, so... Mistakes are made. But yeah, the shadow command is SO. I don't think I've ever made a proper shadow command that uses the word shadow. I'm lazy. I did finally create a BRB screen for me. I've never had one before today. I was like, you know what? I should just code one up. And so I did. Do y'all want to see it? Like, I don't actually plan to go anywhere, but I can show you the BRB screen. Because it took all of a few minutes to make, which will probably tell you exactly how it works. Stream was good, solid progress. Somehow awake at 1 a.m. That's legit for a teacher. I was hanging out with another teacher today, actually. Ran into him at the bar, and he's having a good time right now. Tell me how happy he was about how things are going for him. So, okay, I will show you the BRB screen. Are you ready for this? It's truly amazing. It took so much work to make this. Are you ready? There it is. I don't know what y'all expected. I was like, you know, I have this code here to move static blocks of text in SMW. I may as well use it. I didn't even center it. It's just right there. I'm lazy as hell. Not sure what you expect me to love it so much. MS Paint level. What happens if you alert? An alert plays. Does it wait until you come back for the alert? Yes, it would. So it gets put into a queue. Until I am ready to go. Until it's ready to go, actually. So that's kind of the important detail. I had to look up how this worked because I haven't touched it in a while. But yeah, so basically I just shove an alert into the queue that's the same as any of the other alerts. So what's the point of these things? The music went away. Oh, it's back. The stream is now paused. Oh, sup back. Sup back, how you doing? Yeah, theoretically I could have done that. C-centered text in SMW becomes suspicious. I spent a lot of time discussing with, I think, Fiskbit about how and what I should do with my text. Should it be centered? Should it not be centered? I have a feeling I understand how that's supposed to work now. This level's a bit cruel in places, honestly. Well, it's V1 of BRB. It's possible it'll be better later. And by possible, I mean very unlikely. So anyway, more USB magic. Let me just do this again. Doesn't help too much when there's only one level. Could have beaten it by now, actually. I know where the items I need are to beat this. It's more of a matter of just exploring the space. I'm very curious about what is going on here. But maybe I'll go for a quick beat, a quick attack. Real conversation, you're a huge nerd. Tell me something I don't know. 90% of my conversations with Fiskbit are either about whiskey or are about Nintendo stuff. The number of times I've tried to explain to people the NES controller read glitch because Fiskbit cares so much about it. It's just how it is. It's how it has to be. I can live with that. Honestly, Fries, you watch this stream because I am a nerd. That's the whole point here, isn't it? I start ranting about why I think Python 3 is terrible. But I think I did that a couple streams ago. Alright, let's try this again, and hopefully we can figure out exactly what I'm supposed to do with this. Because, like, I want to know what the intended solution is to all this nonsense. Like, clearly there's a puzzle here, and I do like puzzles. But I wasn't expected to keep that. Speaking of which, I will actually be leaving on the 10th to go do puzzles. It's Mystery Hunt o'clock. Or at least it will be soon. Okay, be careful. Or don't. So this is actually a pretty old hack. The original comes from 2015, which is why it's a little bit awkward in places. I think people learned a lot more about level design from then. But I can't say a whole lot of level design because, like, Jump comes from 2016, which is really the first hack I played a non-trivial amount of time. But just want to beat this. All right, let's actually go beat the level without worrying about all the other stuff, just to see what happens, so I can say I did it. Why are we moderating a 2015 hack? That's a good question, Fries, so let me explain. So sometimes people fix up hacks that are broken. So an awful lot of hacks circa 2015 and earlier were built in mind with certain incorrect assumptions, mainly built around how ZSNES emulates sound. So what happens is that you try to play these hacks in a more accurate emulator or on hardware like I am. I'm using SD2SNES. And it sounds like farts. That's the only best way to describe it. It literally sounds like farts. And the reason for that is because, like, the echo buffer is corrupted or something. Like, it's a little bit beyond my interest to understand exactly why it's broken, but it's broken. So some people, because they want to, fix up old hacks to work on modern hardware and modern emulators. And when they do so, they earn a small badge on SMWCentral saying, "Hooray, I did this, I fixed this hack." And everybody puts on their party hats. I think it's an adequate explanation. And the nice thing about remoderations is, like, I don't need to put nearly as much effort into them because 90% of the time it's, we fixed add music. So, oh, nuts. I need the fire rod. I'ma just die. Why does SMWCentral sort by update rather than OG date? I don't know. That's a really good, valid question, Abe Lincoln, and in fact, it was a question on my mind recently for various reasons that I cannot articulate at this point in time. But I would say that the best person to take that up with would be TeleInc or Telesync or whatever his name is, because I don't actually know. The person who writes PHP code that runs SMWCentral. But I legitimately don't know. Last time I had a feature request, I was ignored, so probably not likely to happen. Alright, so how do I keep the fire rod in all this? We only have one index, and it was the first place we thought to put it. That sounds about right. But yeah, it's kind of tricky, especially when, like, you have an older hack that's updated into another year. It looks kind of funny. And kind of doesn't fit well with the other ones. Like, I don't mean to be rude about it, but, like, there are hacks that are definitely... Like, this is an older hack. That's just the nature of it. If you were to pick this hack up now in 2023, you'd feel a bit silly. You might not enjoy it. It's still perfectly fine for what it is, but... Okay, how do I do this? Can I P-speed this? No, it does that. Like, I need to be able to make this jump. I think with P-Speed I can. Alright, can I get P-Speed on this platform? I think I can, it's big enough. It did in fact work. Unfortunately, didn't quite make it work. PHP explains why SMWCentral went down when Grand Prix World 3 was released. Yeah, PHP I think is a pretty good explanation. Honestly, because people consistently refreshing and nothing was happening. In fact, most people didn't even download it from SMWCentral. They downloaded it from Barb's paste bin, file bin, so. Where it still is, if you want to download Grand Prix World 3, that's where you gotta go for it. It was rejected for interesting reasons. I don't think I'm possibly cheesing this. You know, if I actually am successful. Best reject hack. Left midair. How you doing, Mangort? I'm still making my way through Jump. I've not caught up enough so I can enjoy your streams of Jump. Minimum %, but I'm getting there. Last stream, I wanted to not play Mankey Bridge, so I went through World 6 and quickly realized there's yet another morsel level right there at the beginning of World 6. So I felt a bit silly and spent most of my time there. But I did beat it in the end. And I also figured out exactly the address to repatch, or to patch, to make it so that I could keep my character swapping stuff working. Max pointed me in the right direction, and it took a little bit of time to fix it, but it's fixed now. Just for Jump, though, there's a special line of code in there for it. Well, that's not gonna help. Yep, it works in this game too, by the way. Do love this one. I'm still amazed. This uses Mario's default palette. Like, the work on this is truly impressive. Reject because no one could find a way to get the third ending beside something like that. How you doing, Max? Nothing but more joy than hearing people complain about that everyone was just clicking refresh on the site while they were constantly refreshing to get the hack. Yes, you could the problem by constantly refreshing the site was a matter of spite. Very vocal about continue click refresh when people complained. That's up, Fedora. How you doing? No, I understand this clicking refresh maliciously thing entirely. It happens every mystery hunt too. Everyone's sitting there after the opening thing, after the opening skit, waiting for there to be puzzles. Clicking refresh just makes it worse, but somehow everybody still does. Tails. It's how it goes. We're Rosa now, but Tails indeed. I don't have a good way to do this. Like, I feel like there's a bigger trick than what I'm doing. Seem to not fall off when I actually get P-Speed. It's long. Nope! Malicious is such a dirty word for it. You just want to be included. Continue refreshing to make a DRM-less crack of the... Yeah, okay, I can understand that, Max. Also, actually, out of curiosity, Max, this particular hack in its README refers to you as SuperMax64. Do you care about that? Because there's a few other hacks that also refer to you by that name. Or a few other hacks in the queue that have READMEs that refer to you by that name. If you do care about that, I'll do something about it. But if you don't, I won't, I guess. Need more games to be interested in? Nothing really pull you in out of WoW to play single player? Yeah, fair. No, there is sort of DRM and ROM hacks. So, like, both Grand Poo World 2 and Grand Poo World 3 have some stuff scrambled. So if you look at it in Lunar Magic, it doesn't look right. It's not locked using Lunar Magic's lock function, because that's breakable. It shuffles some pointers or something. Max could tell you far more than I could. But there is some DRM applied, mostly so that people don't spoil it all for other people, but people have gotten better. But basically, people got better at hacking since Grand Poo World 2 came out. So it's a different world now. And I'm pretty sure that people were looking at... Oh, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your fish. We're looking at the raw data before the end of the first day. I mean, most DRM is basically there to act as a roadblock. And that's sufficient in most cases. The people who had the skills to actually do this probably could be counted on a couple hands. Let me phrase that. Skills and inclination to do this could be counted on a couple hands. So, it's unlikely anybody actually was seeing things too far ahead of time. You know what? I'm an idiot. There's a much easier way of doing... Is there? Never mind, that works. Sup? Noctum Sempura. How you doing? Thank you for the follow and etc. Ah, there we go. I can put the box down. Get my power up. And then have met the constraints to beat the level as long as I don't take another hit. Excuse me. I think I've seen all the... Nope, that doesn't work. You have to do this. Or there's a third trick, I don't know how it works. They changed username on most sites in 2020, so you can't follow people who downloaded stuff before that. The SMW name change log still exists, and you have the old name on Talkhouse. Because you couldn't find a way to change it. Fair enough. It's more odd that the person referring to you is referring to you in the email, in the README by that name still. Excuse me a second. Better. Was a hypothetical question. Well, you can make a ROM hack for SMW, like for Archipelago, in which required abilities to beat each exit remain the same as they are in vanilla. All the changes in level design, so the level requires you to swim, and like spin jump, level gets remade, but still requires only 2 of those things. I think the answer is theoretically possible. I don't know if I'd want to try to do it. But I think it's certainly theoretically possible. The man said as he kept jumping back and forth. And then dying. Having fun yet? It's close. It's a close thing. Unchanged from 2018? Really? Huh. Then that's weird. It did say it was submitted on the behalf of someone else. It does make me wonder about its lineage a little bit. I don't like seeing things submitted on the behalves of other people's, but sometimes this happens. I died there. I would have felt so stupid. I bet that was dismissed because behind the scenes in Lunar Magic, things does versus raw patch. I mean, okay, so I think the easy way to fix this, if you really wanted to, would be to create different instances of levels that required certain different things, and then punt people to level numbers based upon that. I think that'd be the easiest way to do it. So if a level requires swimming and spin jumping, and you only have one of those, it punts you to a level that requires one or the other, or something like that, as opposed to just kind of screwing you over. That would be my theoretical solution. But doing it algorithmically would be challenging, I think. I was hoping that might come back. Of course it doesn't. There we go! Wait, I need the bag. You made this? The fix or the original? Because either way, I have questions, Fries. I have questions. Why did I do that? Issues the way that Archipelago is coded, and the way SMW implementation is applied as a patch. You can't really design custom levels for it because the pointers get moved. Yeah. This guy was talking to the mods about submitting hacks that were on Talkhouse thread. Oh, I do remember that. Including the VIPs before doing this, and finding out that you can only submit 2 items to the hack section. Thanks, Lush. Yeah, it's Lush's fault. I won't deny that. Need to build from ground up. Yeah, because I guess it would have its own patch set. Depends on how the patch set is implemented, but that's another hill of beans. Yeah, I do remember someone asking that. I guess I didn't remember it was that guy. But yes, I do prefer historical hacks be submitted. So, but yeah, the 2 hacks at a time limit is definitely definitely Lush's fault. You refuse to delivering presents in that bag. I'm delivering sunshine in a bag. Feel useless, but not for long. The future is coming on. It's coming on. It's coming on. Finally, someone let me out of my cage. But everything makes a lot more sense now, Max, with that extra bit of information. I didn't tie the 2 things together. Just kill me now. Best track from Gorillas. It's true. Buy Life Cypher Edition. I don't think I've heard that. Prefer VIPs 1 through 4. Prefer them removed from the site. Thank you, Max. You always have an interesting opinion on things. Your opinions are VIP quality. I was watching a bit of like 2chan nonsense earlier while I was doing my cookie bacon. Bit of classic, was it Nightmare City? A couple of RSF's animations. Because I just needed something while I was busy doing stuff. What's up, Bunny Link? How you doing? Speaking of fixed hacks, does SMWCentral count as an inactive author? Are you asking like in the sense of like, because there's been collabs and stuff, SMWCentral has been a author for that? I guess? I don't know, I was looking at Morton's Empire the other day. I suppose that might be the case. I don't know. I might need further clarification on your question. There we go. Christ on a cracker. SMWCentral production is only attributed to SMWCentral? Then I'd say yes, probably, but like it's one of like many bot accounts. I mean, you got Chester and all the other stupid, gimmicky S3 accounts. It's probably not used all that often. Mr. Switchy or whatever his name is. There's a non-trivial number of them on SMWCentral. Oh wait, I need Fireflower first. I just want to see the end at this point. It's not a bot. SMWCentral plaintext.link. Then I don't know how that works, would be my guess. And those aren't really bots either. They're like users that people kind of puppet periodically. You know, someone likes Mr. Switchy more than other people. I don't know who actually manages it. I feel like there's got to be a better way than what I'm doing. But I think also it might have, like, it could have been a team thing. Teams are kind of on the way out. I don't think that that's supported anymore. Like, having a team as an attribute attributed to a hack now is kind of a thing that's of the past. Oh, whoa, wait a second. No, it doesn't work. Alright, what if I jump different? No. There is no end. We've suffered for 60 plus minutes. The Fall Circus, how you doing? We're in a certain type of purgatory. On the bright side, I made cookies. The downside is no one here is going to get to enjoy them because none of you were in Seattle. I'm just going to go take them with me. I'm like, you know what? I got these sandwich baggies I never use. I'm just going to put cookies in them. Like, hey, want some cookies? And give people cookies. That's my plan tomorrow. We'll see if it works. Yeah, suffered is relative. Like, I know exactly what I need to do. I just need to make it line up once or twice and then not proceed to fuck up. So I could go back into the basement. Try that. Maybe it's more productive. Because I kind of feel like you definitely need both the Fireflower and the sack. It's theoretically possible that somehow in the basement you're also granted a cape that makes this particular jump not terrible. But I'm not entirely convinced. There we go. Doesn't want to share cookies. They might get stale over such a long distance. Party in Seattle tomorrow would be nice. You know you were old when you start baking. I've been baking a long time in my life. I spent a non-trivial amount of time learning how to make cookies properly, which I almost generally do. Now, I still think the Toll House recipe is slightly wrong. 11 minutes is always too early. They really take somewhere in the vicinity of 15 minutes per batch. And I need to stop looking down and reading chat whenever I'm successful at this. I need to actually, like, pay attention and make sure I don't die to all of the things that land upon me. Pat is old. It's true. Or make it fresh. It'd be a long trek. I'm traveling to Boston in like 10 days. I don't need to go to Europe right now. We go to the Mystery Hunt, one of my favorite events of the year. Haven't been in a few years for obvious reasons. But looking forward to going back. It'll be a little bit of a drag because they're going to close MIT early. But should be interesting to see how it's changed over the last few years. Okay, I'm safe now. I can read chat now. Just travel to Norway. It's a bit of a way. Keep baked goods from going stale. Put a slice of bread or two in the box. You know, my sister mentioned this as a way to prevent brown sugar from going bad. To which I said to her, but that requires having bread. And then this lady looks at me like I'm insane. And suddenly she realizes, oh, he's on the phone. We had a nice little chat after that. It was cute. It was cute. Okay. We're close. Within an epsilon now. Oh, I need the P-speed. Wait, no, that's not how you do this. One more try. I did it. You won't be taking those presents so easily. They're mine. I found them fair and square. Get lost, buddy. Oh. What? I regret doing that. Weird custom boss. This looks familiar. I don't trust it. I'm just gonna hang out in the corners. And hope that it charges me and I can just kind of jump over it and then jump on it. I don't trust this weird-ass Kirby. Walking forward is pretty menacing. Ow! That thing where he jumps through you. Hate that. Brown sugar. Brown sugar goes stale. You still ever want to mail a friend or relative some goodies? Once made your brother 2 batches of brownies and was packing it up. Your mom told you that? People at the post office would suspect pot brownies. They didn't ask at all. That's cute. Yeah, a bit unfair. It happens. It's an older hack. I'm not going to get mad at it. It is what it is. Once I beat it, I'm just going to accept it because I think it's okay. I don't think there's a whole lot more surface area, and all we're really checking is that the music works. Seriously? Double seriously. Starmie icon from Sega game also used in Yoshi's Island. Oh, I thought it was Kirby. Just small Kirby. Okay. This time shall be different. Somewhat different. Tails different. You know what? It's free? I'm just gonna do that, because the loop doesn't cost me much. It is, in fact, a very Tails stage. Kinda just gonna walk forward and it works. Okay. I guess after this I'll have to, like, make a poll to decide what to do. Because I'm not really sure my initial plan is gonna work so hot. I kind of assumed this would take, like, 15 minutes. Which it has not. Okay. See, that's why getting the extra power-up was worth it. It just makes sense in retrospect. Boing, and then inverse boing. Oh, respond to your last question, the groups thing. Allowed to submit a hack, but instead of selecting you as an author, select the I can't speak to that, Max. I don't know how that works. That's beyond my pay grade. I think I might have missed your comment. I think I might have coalesced it with another one. I think that's a fairly recent group, but I really don't know how it works. So, Christmas do. Oh, that reminds me. I realized I had a few Christmas things I could have done that were really obvious in retrospect. One, Christmas Nights. I own a Saturn. I could have easily played Christmas Nights. And two, I went to Moby Games after the fact and was looking around trying to find if there were any New Year's games. So I'm like, New Year's is a big deal in like half the world, right? It's a big deal in Asia. No one in Asia actually cares about Christmas, really. New Year's is their big holiday. And I was curious if there were any New Year's games. I couldn't find any using Moby Games, but I presume it's because like any New Year's games that are New Year's for Asians would be written in Asian script, so that doesn't help me. But what I did find was that there exists a Hanukkah game. And I could have played the Hanukkah game, and that would have been kind of fun. But yeah, Christmas Night seemed really obvious in retrospect. I was watching Jusky play a Sonic Robo Blast thing that looked like Nights. Nights into Dreams, the Sega game. And so I was like, oh yeah, I could have done that. I just didn't. Could also finish level. Yeah, I know, believe me, I'm looking forward to it too, Fries. If Kirby didn't bowl through me twice, it would have been okay. Well, also, the other time I hadn't entered the, stupid door instead of beating the boss, But entering doors is a moderator thing. You have to enter doors. It's just the nature of it. There we go. Oh, yeah. What's up, Jamie? Sorry, I'm not doing a good job of keeping track of chat while trying not to die. Moderate one-hit KO potential. Pat has a pay grade. Yes, I do. Unfortunately, you're joking. You're still sitting here and it makes you... Aw. There's a lot of... Moderate Ohm. Oh, Ohm. Ohm could be fun. What's up, Vinyl? How you doing? I mean, honestly, I think I kind of want to play Rack before Ohm, but I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I just need to get done with something first. We'll see. We'll see. I was also considering, like, just playing today's ROM Hack Races level, because that's a thing that exists, and I finally got script working for that. No! Oh, Ohm is still in moderation. Yeah, I know what happened with that. It's a little awkward. It's unfortunate, but it was a little awkward. Honestly, I feel worse for the guy who's had his hack in like moderation since last year. Like, pip hacks are hard to moderate, and I have no experience doing so. So I can't really begrudge how long it takes, but still. There's also that other one I started moderating and then stopped, and that's still sitting in the queue because no one wants to pick it up. I suspect at some point that'll probably end up being either being me or Eldad, once Eldad runs out of everything else to do in his life. But there's still so much stuff in the queue anyway. CO level could be good, it's true. What is this? So it's a hack that came out in like 2015, and someone went and fixed up the add music stuff so it doesn't sound like farts when you play it. I still am not entirely convinced I'm beating it correctly, but I just need to move this sack of presents over to a specific block, but I need to have the firepower to do it, because there's ice blocks in the way. But also, if I get hit, I lose Fire Flower, which really sucks. Not unexpected, but really sucks. So, I have to do this collect P-Speed on this smallish platform thing that everyone loves doing so much. There we go. 2009? Oh, that's even older. The version on SMWCentral claims to be from 2015. So, if it's from 2009, I feel a lot better about everything happening. Like, people learned a lot from 2009 to now about how to make levels and things. And there's some kind of cool custom ASM stuff, like there's a health system. You know, that's kind of cool. Like, I don't want to be too down on it, it's just, you know, not how people do things anymore. No! There's a 3-block wide thing. I just need to not jump into that. Let's a time machine go back in 2020 into the 2000s to make a hack with the tools, modern design of mine. That'd be nice. No diagonal stuff. Diagonal Mario would be something that people would enjoy a whole lot later in life. Playing like a trash can. I like the boot at the beginning. Yeah, I say I have 2 decent New Year's resolutions. 1, fix all the stuff that's broken in my life. And that sounds like a really like desperate ploy, but it's more of a I just keep things around longer than I should. Like, my luggage is broken. There's a sticker on it from Alaska saying receive damage. I just need to buy new luggage or get it fixed. My phone's busted. I need to get a new phone. I did that today. Talked to my brother-in-law who has like a lot of phone experience. We discussed like the options because I don't want a larger phone. I like my SE. And he's like, oh yeah, no, the SE you have is about, like, if you get the iPhone 13, it'll be the same size. I'm like, no, it won't be. It's like, what? Like, yeah, because I'm still using an SE, the first generation. It's like, no. Yeah, the one from 2020, right? I'm like, no, the one from 2015. So, that was a fun conversation. He had good advice, though, so I've got a phone in the mail now. Which will be nice, because I've lost one of the major functionalities of my phone, which is I like to listen to audiobooks. And Audible won't install anymore. I had to punt it because I only have 16 gigs of space. Okay, cool. I'm not likely to die instantly now. There's plenty of other stupid ways I can die, but not instantly. All the hacks in this section, 13 to 15, are hacks from old section that were resubmitted by mods in the hack section remoderation. Oh, okay. That is fair. I guess I didn't think about that. I heard about remoderation, but I don't know. Or hack remoderation. Hack remoderation. But I legitimately do not know much about it since I wasn't around for it. Like, it's a thing that happened. It's gonna do that. That'll make you feel more comfortable about everything. Brave jump! Okay. Put the bag down. Grab the jumpy thing. Grab the box. Grab the box. Pray. Make Mario Mysteries meet in 2001. That'd be impressive, honestly. Okay, so here we go. Mini Kirby, who is not actually Kirby, but some sort of Sega mascot. So let him do his thing. We're going to take this as safe as possible. To the man who kind of fucked it up. Kind of want to play Kirby now, honestly. What? Lovely. Like, whether or not I'll be able to beat this guy is, like, completely RNG now. Look at that! Isn't that lovely? He went right through me. Takes forever to get here, and sometimes he just kills me. No, that was my bad. Time up. Oh, thank you for the follow. Enjoy your fish. Bonk. It's an old hack. Trying to get mad. Try not to get mad about it. There's no virtue in being mad about things you cannot change. Such as old hacks. Accept the things you cannot change, courage to change the things you can, and the wisdom to know the difference, etc. Thank you, boss. Oh, for reference. Alright, I'll take a look at that. I also have the Gorillas thing open, but apparently the video is unavailable. It's just not available. That's weird. Huh. That's older than 2013. Go figure. Oh, I got the fire rod right. Alright. Yeah, I'm sorry there's a better way of doing this. I just don't know what it is. Like, I feel like this entire part here is set up to prevent you from moving quickly enough. Maybe this will help if I do this. Nope. Because that platform is parked the other way. Guess it's good practice doing this. Until I did the clip right there, which didn't help. I made it into the gap. Rejected janky boss. Yeah, the thing about it is, like, this hack is old, so, like, I was pressing down. That doesn't work that way. Don't need it anymore anyway. It's not gonna help me. Huh, the other one didn't spawn. But basically with remoderations, it's whether or not it's in a better state than it was. It doesn't sound like farts, it's in a better state than it was. Yeah, there's some cutoff. But the goal with like a fixme is just to make it better than it was. And people will be able to enjoy this in BSNES and modern SNES 9X, as opposed to having to play it in ZSNES, which is a bad choice. If you're playing it in ZSNES, you should be playing it in some sort of virtual machine, because ZSNES is a big-ass security hole at this point in time. To be fair to ZSNES, it was actually fantastic at the time. I used it in like 2008, in the sense that it would work on my DOS machine and run at reasonable speeds. But, okay, well, I've made mistakes here. But things have gotten better since then, and you shouldn't use it now. All I'm saying. I mean, aside from playing historical hacks, there's no reason to use ZSNES. Like, completely zero. There are some historical hacks that only work in ZSNES. If you want to play the original Catastrophe, I think ZSNES is still your best bet. Though I think like there's some options in BSNES to make it work properly by emulating the echo buffer the same way that ZSNES did. But that's about it. Or, I guess a nonce hack? Hacker's Dreams or something? Might have also needed ZSNES at one point. Sorry, had a bit of a cough there. But that's about it. Or maybe you record a specific build of some other emulator. But, like, I know that there's a version that works on Hardworks. I'm pretty sure Thirdwall was the tester for that, and I think Thirdwall has beaten it. Legitimately. On an SD or equivalent. Which is saying something. 19F, etc. Or whatever that one is. 1F9. It's a level of beautiful, terrible beauty. Can't even imagine trying to beat that shit. Too early. It was made for Z-SNES? Yeah. Where did that even come from? And why didn't it work? And you hack, you can't play anything other than Z-SNES as a hack you can play. That's a legit approach. If you really wanted to for some reason. Like, Z-SNES was good for its time. That's what I can say here. Like, the same way that, like, when I played Pokemon for the first time, I played it in no cache. But there are better options now. Enable hacks in BSNES, such as inaccurate emulation of IDCO buffer, math registers, VRAM access, static uninitialized WRAM, and are all required for playing SMW hacks. Sounds about right. I'd be shocked if there's any other games or hacks that require them compared to SMW hacks. But yeah, the math registers one is definitely one I've run into. I was moderating, what was the name of the hack? Isakura World, and I couldn't get past the first set of Resnors because Isakura had decided to use math registers irresponsibly. Which is to say, assume that they would be able to complete immediately. The way the math registers work is you have to wait some number of cycles before they will give you an acceptable answer. Or an answer you'd be expecting. I think even Daizo got bit by that once or twice when I was moderating. It's an easy thing to get bit by. Come on! Yes. Giving Nonsense a try? Oh, definitely would recommend. People seem to be really enjoying it. If I wasn't already using Jump as a long-term project, I'd probably be playing Nonsense after this. Or during, or this instead of this. Like, Nonsense just looks like a good time. The Blue Switch Palace, I haven't played it, but honestly, that is an amazing level. Just amazing, in terms of its presentation and everything. Absolutely top-tier everything there. Is this level just being weird now? Because there was a thing... A lot of things aren't spawning anymore. Well, this spawned, that's good enough. There we go. I'll be carrying it while entering the block. Still a sprite in the sprite section that doesn't aim correctly. I mean, you could bring that up to, like, Donut. He'd probably go fix it. It's a matter of knowing that there's a problem, and then fixing it. If someone's unaware of it, they're not going to fix it. And Donut's pretty proactive. I don't know about any of the other ASM moderators. But Donut tends to fix things when he knows they're busted. Or at least he's the person I bug when something's busted on ASM-wise. Okay. I keep him kind of trapped into this mode. Because it's the safest of the modes I've found. He does that, that's fine. You bounce back and forth, cool. He runs at me. No guarantees at this point. Could you please die now? No! Like, I want him at the very peak of his jump. That's my theory. Survive indefinitely. No! Well, that sucks. Brought it up in your notes in the Fire Group update. Fair enough. One more. No, the problem is that this is probably still better than what's in there. All right, let's try it. Oh, it turned into an orb. Who saw that coming? Oh, I'm so glad I beat that. And didn't spend time trying to make that work. Let's go to the party. It was just weird. Just really weird. And Zelda. Oh, Red. I was worried about you. You didn't get hurt on your way here, did you? No, just emotionally. Let's sit by the fire. It was really weird. That was really weird. And so Red made it to the party on time. The presents arrived safely. Now the adventure is over. Or is it? Did I find the 15 giant rupees? No! No, I didn't. I found a non-trivial number of them, but not 15. It was enough. We're gonna cheat now. Well, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Just to make sure of something. Actually, no, I should die first. But I want to see the room, the sub-room that was really irritating to get to. And make sure it works properly. Like, the 15 rupees challenge seems interesting, but, like, I don't want to do it. Also, I thought it was only, like, 5 rupees. 15 is, like, 10 rupees. It's a lot more when it's 15. But... just gotta turn on swimming and swim through stuff for a little bit. That's really it. There we go. Set things up first. But yeah, the music didn't fuck up, so this is a pretty easy accept. I wanted to hit 40 by the end of the year. I will have hit 40 by the end of the year. Oh, also, since I had to deal with it earlier, in case you haven't enabled it, you can now enable two-factor authentication on SMWCentral. As a staff member, I am required to have it enabled, which was annoying when I discovered it broke some of my scripts. It's probably for the best, honestly, but if you want to make yourself more secure on SMWCentral, you now can. And I can't stop you. Oh yeah, that's it. We want to turn on swimming here. There we go. Because really all I care about is just kind of like exploring the space here. I want to see what's going on. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to defeat the level on its own terms here. Because all I get is rupees for success. I legitimately do not know how you would... This is a very careful jump you have to make right there. Cheating? I am cheating I am definitely cheating. But, like, I beat the game. Well, I'll beat the hack for what it's worth. Oh, that's the pipe out. So at this point, we're basically just making sure some other stuff isn't busted. Very much a sort of things of interest, I guess. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because, like, all they fixed was the music. Somehow you get over here, you can go in through the big W and get this rupee. It's better to admit these things. Sometimes trying to cover up your indiscretions is worse than simply committing them. Just how it is. Okay, so I need to hit these blocks. Definitely more complicated than I thought it would be. No cheating? I refuse. I have to do this again. More at 11? No, it's already past 11. It's already 2 o'clock a.m. Like, I swear, I'm okay at video games sometimes. Alright, we're almost done with this. I need to figure out what we're doing next. Because I'm not quite ready to be done. I'm also not enthused about starting another moderation. Couldn't resist. Any formal guidelines? Not as far as I know. My understanding basically is, with a fixme, if you fix it and it works, we'll accept it. So even if, like, the level itself was just basically nothing, and the music was made of farts, we would accept it if you fix the music, and such that it's no longer made of farts. That is my understanding. My understanding could be incorrect. But generally speaking, as long as the update is an improvement upon the submitted hack, we will accept it. So that's the gist of my understanding. It's a much more complicated area than I was expecting. Unnecessary, since, you know, you can just beat the level, but... Oh, here... Got the Rocks cape. Okay. Do I get to shoot fireballs? No, I just have a cape. Okay. I mean, that's nice and all, but in terms of how the like Metroidvania graph works, this is not entirely helpful. All right. Monkey Island or Christmas Doom? Which Monkey Island? I don't actually have any Monkey Islands actually set up right now. And is there Christmas Doom? I've never, like, or is that a thing that people made later? Oh, I do! Okay, that's probably how you're supposed to do this. Is get the cape so you can travel over that bit, keep the fire flower in your box, and then go from there. I mean, I technically cheesed it. I'm okay with that. It's a new one? Okay. That'd be trickier to hook up then. Alright, I'm done for this. I think we've done this due diligence. I'm going to accept this, because it's better than the existing thing. And that's all I have to say about Red's Christmas Party. For a one-level hack that took me an hour and 40 minutes to moderate.